The VR FPS genre is a crowded cunt of a genre to try to explain because of how broad and the fucking term FPS is. Because a hardcore military simulator is in the exact same genre as super which are completely different in terms of feeling and gameplay. Like, if you've played either of those types of games, you know these are like complete. If these were a spectrum, they'd be on the complete opposite sides. The big three of the VR FPS industry were undisputedly Onward, Pavlov, and Contractors. Two of those three are barely surviving, and the other is filled with annoying ass kids.
We got a T. Yo, it's a squeaker!
Yo!
Squeaker, that's business.
Go!
And he goes up, so
They make playing VR feel like fucking babysitting, which is not good for a genre if two of your main titles are on motherfucking life support. The addition of Breaches VR means that we will need to compare titles to see which is the best at certain things. Onward VR is an 8-year-old competitive VR shooter which is best described as a realistic milsim which has gone through a lot of changes over the years that has made people view the game both positively and mostly negatively. Compared to before when Onward used to be the VR shooter next to Contractors and Pavlov. In simple terms, it has fallen off. Then there is Breaches, which is a new VR shooter that takes inspiration from Rainbow Six Siege and CSGO. But from my experience, I'm just gonna fucking call it a futuristic arcade shooter because that's what it seems to be like to me. Breaches VR is only an alpha, so everything in it could be changed. They could change it to a fucking racing game, so it's only an alpha. Doubt they will, but they could. Trust. However, contrary towards that, Onward is like an abusive partner because it will beat your ass to a pulp in multiplayer. You will be insulted by a random person called, and I quote, Johnny McFucker 47 on the enemy team, and you'll be back for more, thus repeating the exact same cycle like countless fucking times. I'll be analysing a few factors in each game and seeing which does factor better. This is entirely my opinion, don't be asshole and comment, I don't want to deal with it. First we got the most important part of the game, which is unsurprisingly the thing you spend most thing doing in a game, which is gameplay. Onward VR is a military simulator which has a lot of very long range engagements that often happen from other sides of maps, which is really fucking fun. It's heavily realistic, as in you can get away with shooting someone twice a kill with an assault rifle if you're hitting them in the torso. I'm not accounting for armor. The reload system in Onward feels nice and responsive, and gunfights feel smooth until the tracking starts messing up and the gun goes through a wall. But I'm not going to talk about that because it happens in every shooter, without fail. If I had to compare it to a game, I'd compare it to Battlefield 4 or Arma 3. For the sole reason of it does the feeling of where the fuck am I getting shot from perfectly. And in complete opposite, we have the alpha for Breaches VR, which resembles a Rainbow Six Siege. Rob CSGO of its buying menu in a dark alleyway, and after the robbery happened, the homeless man known as Rainbow Six injected himself full of pure VR. Breaches has the close range engagements that Rainbow is known for, but its gameplay lacks a few important things that I think it would be better than Onward. One is that the reloads are incredibly boring. Then there's the fact that my internet can run Onward fine, but couldn't even run fucking Breaches VR at all without 999 ping. Gameplay is enjoyable to say at least, but it is a bit too slow for my liking. and even after doing fine, it's likely you will die death from behind like a guy who dropped the soap in a prison shower after making the mistake of jaywalking a little too hard, so when I could play it, I didn't exactly like it. These are issues that can easily be solved when the game comes out of alpha though, or they can be solved in the harsh way that you guys would probably put it, as in, and I quote, get good. Cause I know what you guys are like. Dickhead. Then there are the graphics. I don't even know how the Breaches team even got the graphics to run on the Quest 2. I'm impressed. I can't even play the main game of Breaches without my internet dying. But I am incredibly guilty of just walking around the menu and looking at things, because damn, this shit looks good. And contrary to that, OnwardVR suffered a lot with graphics because 1.9 got rid of the goodest shit and made the game look like a fucking potato. And also got the fucking... and got the AI, and gave the AI fucking AIDS or some shit. I don't know why they'd do that, because the AI was already bad enough. But it was all for the performance of the Quest 2, which is... I guess they did that right, I guess. Because people still fucking play it, but now they're gonna... But now the entire game looks like how it feels to take your friend's glasses and wear them while having good eyesight. They're gonna end up spending so long trying to upgrade the graphics again back to what it used to be, which makes literally no sense. They already had the graphics looking great, and they just fucking yeeted 6 years of progress. Enough about crying about the graphics like a little bitch. The community in Breaches, from what I've seen, we're all pretty chill. At least in Sydney lobbies. I don't know what kind of crazy shit happens in Washington servers. Probably smoking meth and smoking each other with freedom cannons. It's also a chill time in the Discord server for Breaches, except people with .com clan tags, because everyone hates those fuckers. Don't know why, but I'm gonna hate them too. The community for Onward is a COD lobby. I'm just going to prove this using clips, because some of the shit that happened was straight up horrible. But some people were the funnest and greatest people ever. I spent 4 minutes trying to teach someone how to load a gun, which I'm surprised he didn't know how to load it, since everyone who plays this game is either a redneck, a racist redneck, or black, or a 5-year-old. That sounds like a good mixture for shit to go weird. My final verdict, I would rather play Onward any day of the week, simply because I enjoy it. But if there was an option to, I would play Tarkov in VR, because that just seems fun. Someone should make that plea. Someone should make that. Please. I demand a cut from that idea. However, knowing my luck, it is probably already a thing. It is already a thing. I hate my life. Fuck.
On the outside of the building right there behind the tank.
Teammates.
Yo, I could use a res over here and
Hey, homie. Hold on.
Oh god, no, they're doing it for us, run!
Grenade.